Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Josh Goldstein, your favorite immigration lawyer, coming at you again. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but my wife had surgery and I had to be out. So I am here coming at you. Hope everyone is doing amazing. Today, we are talking about the K-1 visa, a fiance visa. And I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to get you started. What are the common questions that people have? If anyone out there is thinking about filing a K-1 visa, then I have this to say to you. Congratulations on getting engaged to get married. That's awesome news. If you don't know me, I'm Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer who's here to help. I'm really effective at helping people reach their immigration goals. And I created this channel to help inspire you and let you know that you can reach your goals. I am based in Los Angeles, California. We also have an office in Boston and an office in Washington State. And from our 3 offices across the country, we help people in all 50 states and around the world. The K-1 visa, we help many of our immigration cases are based on having couples, helping couples be together, because I believe that everyone should be able to be with the one that they love, regardless of your location, where you happen to be born, your country of origin, and so on. I think everyone should be able to be together, regardless of your sexual orientation, your religion, your race, your ethnicity, whether you're a vegetarian or Episcopalian or any kind of other thing, you should be able to be together with the one that you love. I'm going to also be taking questions from the crowd. So if you have a question, put it in the comments and I will do my best to answer it. And if I can't answer it, I'll let you know right away. So let me know. Let me know. Well, a few things about the K-1 visa I'm going to start with. First of all, one of the mistakes that people make is they say, okay, I'm going to file for a fiance visa, but then I'm going to have not a wedding, but it's kind of like a wedding. It's a big celebration, but we're not going to get legally married. We're just going to have all our friends and family there, and we're going to have this big celebration, but we're not going to actually legally get married. And it looks like you've gotten married. It looks like a wedding. And even if you haven't gotten married, it kind of creates the impression that maybe you've gotten married. So that's the problem. The Marblegate said, I contacted your office. They said it takes 18 months only to bring my wife to the U.S. Well, I would say, this is from someone on Instagram. I would say if you're a U.S. citizen and your wife is outside the U.S. and you file an I-130 visa petition for your wife, it might take about 18 months. Many other lawyers say it takes 2 to 3 years. I'm kind of confused. These are just estimates. These are lawyers guessing as to how long something might take, and there's no way to determine what's right or wrong. So the Marblegate, what I would say to you is get started. Don't get hung up on the processing times, which are outside the scope of your control or my control. Whether I tell you it's 18 months or I tell you it's 2 years, these are just wild guesses as to how long something would take. And while we're on the topic, let me just talk about the fiance visa. How long would a fiance visa take to get processed? Well, I think you're looking at 6 months to a year to get your I-129F approved. And then you're looking at another 6 months, 6 or 8 months to get the interview at the consulate abroad. And then probably a couple more months to get a decision. So I think you're looking at a good maybe 2 years, maybe 18 months, something like that. Now, the advantage of the K-1 visa over a marriage-based visa is this. It is that you don't have to go through the National Visa Center, which takes about 6 months. It's an additional step. Sometimes people say, well, I want to do the K-1 visa because I'm not sure if we want to be together and I want to, I don't want to commit to getting married right away. And that's a dumb answer. There's a show called 90 Day Fiance. If you've seen that show, let me know in the comments below. Who out there has seen 90 Day Fiance? So on the show 90 Day Fiance, the plot hinges on whether or not the couple is actually going to get married after they enter. Because with the 90 Day Fiance, you have to get married within 90 days. But the process is so elaborate and so involved that you shouldn't even begin this unless you're 100% certain that you want to get married and apply for a green card. You shouldn't even do that. So 90 Day Fiance has a flawed premise. We're left to be in suspense as to whether the couple is going to go through with it and get married. But in fact, nobody should do it that way. If there's any doubt in your mind about whether you want to get married, then you have no business filing this. None. None at all. Why would a USCIS officer ask for your social security number at the interview? Is a question from Baby Love. The answer is that when you go to an interview with USCIS or the State Department, they are going to read your form to you. They will read your form to you, and they will ask you to confirm the information. They will say, what is your name? What is your date of birth? What is your social security number? Et cetera, et cetera. That's why they're asking that to you. One of our friends on TikTok said, administrative processing at NVC, 110 days, help. Well, if you're in administrative processing, that means that you've completed your visa interview and you have no final decision on the case. And there are two ways out of administrative processing. Number one, you can try to wait it out, right? You can wait it out and see what happens. The second way out of administrative processing is to file a mandamus lawsuit, and that's what we're all about, because waiting merely leads to more waiting. Most people are not able to solve their delay simply by waiting. And, that is the problem, right? I'm going to answer some more questions, and then I'll drift back into the topic at hand, which is the fiance visa. Mohammed Ahmed says, does a misrepresentation count if it was an accidental or unintentional? Well, misrepresentation is supposed to be intentional. If it's accidental, that's not really, in my opinion, misrepresentation per se. But if you're applying for a visa or an immigration benefit, and you make a mistake on the application, they typically infer that your intention was to misrepresent yourself. So you may need a waiver, or you may have to explain yourself in that regard. All right, I'm going to go to Instagram. Via Pisces, we have an open case with you. We got an email from Docketbird. Can you explain a little more about this summons return execute? I would follow up with Sabrina in our office and ask her for an explanation. That'd be the best way to hear a little more about it. S. Faroukeen on Instagram says, my mom is a green card holder and applied for my dad. My dad I-130 got approved, and it's now at the National Visa Center. How much do we charge if we continue the process with your office for the remainder? Well, you can book a free consultation with our team using the link in my bio, and we can discuss your case with you and how we can help. And we can also give you a price quote. And if you would like to work with us, we would love to have you as a client. Right now, I think America, this is from Ben Decida Chicas. Right now, I think America should not allow any more people into the country as terrorists have come. Okay. Well, there are a lot of terrorists who are here in the U.S. as U.S. citizens. What about those people? This person is expressing some anti-immigrant vibe. I want to change this is notification. I want to change my case from Nairobi to Kenya. How is it, sir? You have to contact the National Visa Center and the consulates and let them know of your intention to change. Nujat Majabin. If my case is in administrative processing for 120 days and the total time is around 5 years, the category is IR1, what is your chances of success for mandamus? I think your chances of success for mandamus would be quite high. I'd need to know more about your case in order to give you all of that information. But what you should do is contact us using the link in our bio. That would be my favorite thing for you to do. Consultation fee, we offer free case evaluations with our team. You can book that using the link in my bio. I recommend that you do that. If you have questions about our services or you need help, let me know what we can do. Clayton White, I have 6 days left to receive my welcome letter. Should I start getting in touch with the NVC before it's considered late? I think so. Yeah, I need to know more about your situation though. But yeah. Rahel says, Josh, how are you? I am fine. How are you doing? We have someone on TikTok saying, where am I located? Where's my office? We handle cases in all 50 states and around the world from our offices in Washington State, Los Angeles, and Boston. Does that help? Hang on one second, people. I got to get my water bottle. I got to get hydrated. I got to drink liters of water every day. Pedro says, does collection student debt affect my credit score? I don't know anything about credit scores. I am extremely knowledgeable on certain immigration topics, but when it comes to credit scores, I'm not the right guy to ask. Abby K, our friend on YouTube, says, can you please read my question? Says, she says, I'm your client. I applied for a fiance visa on October 21st. My fiance had an interview. I started the lawsuit on November 23rd until the embassy got the extension for the 4th time. Ooh, that's frustrating. 4th time extension. That's very unusual. We have a friend from Brazil who joined us. Been waiting for my green card for 67 days. It's not even moving forward. Yes. Can I text me on WhatsApp? Yes, you can text us on WhatsApp. My number on WhatsApp. Let's see. The number on WhatsApp is 213-513-7775. That is the number to chat on WhatsApp with us, 213-513-7775. Send a chat to us on WhatsApp. We can't take calls on WhatsApp using that number, but we can chat with you. Does that help? We have Captain Messengary. Is it common to receive an RFE 2 years after filing an I-751? 2 years after filing an I-751. Yes, it's not uncommon. If you get the RFE, you have to respond to it. Here's Kathy. Thank you for the comment. Josh was the only attorney who actually had a true free consultation with my husband and I, who took the time to answer all of our questions prior to asking for any money. This is why we hired him, and we glad we did. Thank you, Kathy, for joining in on YouTube. Thank you for making that comment. Thank you for giving me a chance to help you and your husband. I remember your case well, and you were very concerned, and I'm glad that everything worked out great. Jorge Rivera, convicted of shoplifting 8 years ago. Can I still apply for residency through my kids? I would need to know more about your case in order to give you that advice. Are you married to a green card holder? You might need a waiver. We have nothing less forever. I cannot see all the comments. May I know why? I don't know. I don't know how this works. I have to ask Mark Zuckerberg. I can see a bunch of comments when I scroll through on my phone, but I'm assuming everyone else sees these, but I don't know how this works. Don't ask me. I just work here. What would I know? Here's a question from SRAVSS9999. Hi, Josh. Without filing a mandamus, how long will 221G refused go for? If you're still here, will you please let me know in the comments below before I answer this? The question is, how long, without filing mandamus, how long does 221G last? Well, I can answer that. The answer is that no one knows. No one knows how long 221G lasts. No one knows whether it's going to be a month or 2 months or 6 months or 6 years. We don't know. The longest administrative processing delay that I've ever had was about 7 years, maybe 7 or 8 years. That's the longest delay that we've had. Yes, I will repeat our WhatsApp number. You can reach us by text on WhatsApp at 213-513-7775. 213-513-7775. George M342 on TikTok says his 221G took 2 years. Oh. Fatia Saleh, please answer my question. I'm going to go up to that question now. My son has been in administrative processing for 2.5 years. What can I do? Fatia, I want you to contact our team using the link in my bio. Book a free case evaluation with our team, and we're going to help you get your son the visa that he deserves and should have gotten long ago. Ankur Patel, our friend on YouTube, he says, can you explain the fiance visa? I'm a green card holder. Am I eligible to file a green card for my fiance if she lives outside the US? The answer is no. As a green card holder, you're not eligible to file a fiance petition. You're only eligible to file a fiance petition if you become a naturalized U.S. citizen. This is one of the many benefits of becoming a U.S. citizen. Green card holders, permanent residents, are not allowed to petition for the fiance visa. Tristan Theodore, do I handle EB2 self-petition national interest waivers? We do not handle such cases. We do help people with national interest waiver cases who have their visa stuck in administrative processing. All right. What other questions do you have? Please let me know. Please let me know what questions you have. Antia Kelly, can you please read my question? Okay. She says, I filed a fiance visa in 2021. When he went for the interview on October 2023, they put him in administrative processing, and up to now, nothing. That sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's frustrating and disappointing. And the question is, what can you do about it? And the answer is you have two choices. One is you can wait, and if you wait, perhaps they will process his case and give him the visa that he deserves. And the second thing you can do, and this is where we come in, is we can help you file a writ of mandamus lawsuit. We actually go to court and we sue consulates. We sue them because they don't do their jobs, and we sue them to force them to do their jobs. And that's what we can do. Nothing lasts for ever says, how convenient is it for a Tibetan refugee to apply for asylum? Well, let's get technical here. If you are a refugee, if you have refugee status and you're from Tibet, then a refugee is the legal equivalent of an asylee. So you wouldn't need to apply for asylum. But if you're here on a student visa or a visitor visa and you're from Tibet, and you have a claim that fits the definition of asylum, you're afraid of being persecuted in Tibet, then you could file a writ. You could file for asylum. Yes. Tristan says, "Do we handle EB2 self-petition cases?" We do not. We do not handle such cases. We don't prepare and file new EB2 cases. We do handle delayed EB2 cases. So if you file a national interest waiver case and it gets stuck, we can help you get that approved. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know. Let me know. Yaz Talib, can my wife be given a visit visa based on the fact that our minor children can't fly alone? You can apply for a visitor visa. If I were making a decision, I would give them the visitor visa. That sounds reasonable. Got to drink enough water. Are you drinking enough water, all of you? How much water are you drinking? Probably not enough. Drink more water. Seamus, is it easy to adjust the status from an F1 visa to a green card, mirroring a U.S. citizen? First of all, congratulations on getting engaged and getting married, Seamus. Is it easy? I would say it depends. I would need to know more about your situation. But we can help you if you want to book a free case evaluation with our team. Antia says, Josh, you need to help me, please, please. I got you. I got you, Miss Kelly. All you have to do is book a free case evaluation with our team or send me an email and I can schedule that. My email is joshua@jgouldlaw.com. I'm going to put this up here. Check it out. Check it out. Nursing student. If someone came to the U.S. on a fiance visa and the person no longer wants to get married and they return home, will that prevent them from ever coming back? Yeah, that's a good question. So let's talk about that. If you come in on a K-1 fiance visa, you have to get married to the person who brought you here if you want to get a green card. And if you don't marry that person and get a green card through that person, your immigration options are more limited. They're more limited. There are ways we've helped people get green cards through the Violence Against Women Act, for example, or through the through a waiver petition process. There are ways to do it. Um, there are ways to do it. Um, how many free case evaluations can one book in a month? We don't have a limit on that, but yeah, book another one. See if we can help you out. See what we can do to help you. The case evaluations are a way for us to learn more about your situation, to see if you have a particular type of immigration case that we can help with, because we don't help with everything. We can't do all different types of cases. No immigration law firm does everything. And there are some cases we don't do. My email is Joshua, Joshua, at jgoldlaw.com. It is in my bio on LinkedIn and TikTok. I'm also live right now on Facebook. In our Facebook group, we have a Facebook group for people with delayed visas, and I'm live in that group. I'm also live on YouTube and Twitter, which is now known as X. Elon Musk likes X, and that's what he's renamed Twitter, apparently. Do people really call it X? I don't know. Or do they still call it Twitter? Beats me. I will call it whatever people want to call it. Let me know. Let me know. How many times can I apply for expedite? My first was denied, and I had strong evidence for hardship. Let me tell you something about an expedite request. Let me tell you something about an expedite request. They're often denied. I have a friend / client who applied for an expedite request based on the fact that he was diagnosed with cancer. He was diagnosed with cancer and needed his wife to be with him. USCIS denied this. How crazy is that? Even a cancer diagnosis wasn't enough. So, yes, it's free to request that your case be expedited, but don't get your hopes up. I suppose you could keep reapplying for expedite requests, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So bear that in mind, right? Ahmed Ibrahim wants to know what summonses returned as executed is. Reach out to Sabrina. He's a client of the firm. So reach out to Sabrina and she can explain that to you. Send an email asking for an explanation. It's a very administrative thing. It's probably not significant. All right. I-130 timeline has changed a couple times. Is this normal? Maggie Moo, you must dislike British people. I've asked my question so many times and I'm ignored. I love British people. I love them. I have traveled all over England. I've been to Hull, Bristol, Manchester, Surrey. I will now try to answer your question, Maggie. So please bear with me. I've been to Scotland. I've been to London. I like all of the UK. But here we go. Maggie Moo. I'm a US citizen. Wait, I thought she was British. Says, I'm a US citizen. I've been living in the UK the last 5 years. How many years of tax returns do I? It's cut off. I don't know what the question is. Maggie Moo, if you're listening, let me know what your question is because I missed it. Forgive me. Can a person self-petition after being in the country illegally for 8 to 10 years? What kind of self-petition, I guess, would be my question. Lily says, is the vaccine mandatory for those applying to immigrant to the U.S.? If you're talking about the COVID-19 vaccine, the answer is yes. You have to get the COVID-19 vaccine if you want a green card or an immigrant visa. VNMH on YouTube says, I submitted an I-129F in May of last year. My petition was approved by USCIS and the National Visa Center. I was returned to USCIS to be reviewed at the end of March. When can I sue? Okay, so VNMH, are you listening? Let me know. So if you file an I-129F and then the consulate sends it back to National Visa Center, then your case is over. It's done. You're not going to get approved. Your case is denied. They're going to send you a letter saying that your case is denied because it expired. It's totally unfair. It's bullshit. But a lawsuit won't work. So VNMH, if you're listening, here's what I recommend that you do. You should get married. Have your husband, wife, or your spouse travel to wherever you are, or if you're the U.S. citizen, you should go to the country where your fiance is, and then you should get married there and then file a marriage-based case. You have to start over, as frustrating as it might be. Does this make sense, VNMH? You got to get married. Your case is over. Your fiance visa is over. You applied and you lost. And they'll never tell you why you lost. So it's all very frustrating, and I apologize. I apologize for all that. Let's see here. Francisco Severio. Can I get a K-1 visa with a thief case dismissed? I would need to review it carefully, but I think you might be able to if it was straight up dismissed. VNMH, yes, VNMH. That Fiance visa is gone. It's over. It's done. We have not got the interview yet. So okay, no interview. So they USCIS approved the petition, and then the NVC sent it back to be reviewed again. That is weird. I don't understand that. Sana Cigar says, can someone apply for an I-601 waiver through the fiance visa application? Maybe if you had a qualifying relative, but you probably don't. So I would say it might not be possible. It might not be possible. It might not be possible. Let's see here. Let's take a few more questions. Denzel, good afternoon. Does an I693 RFE mean the marriage interview is waived? What are your observations? So Sana Cigar says, I hired you and your team and they told me that I can. Well, if they told you that you can, I wonder why you're asking me live here. My team has reviewed your case and given you advice. So I would defer to our legal team who knows your case well. Denzel, I hope you won't have an interview. I hope you get waived your interview. The request for a medical exam is a good thing, and I hope that it means that you get your green card approved quickly.